be fair, I hadn't seen the launch, the splash page for Mankind Divided yet, but this is not what I was anticipating. Oh, whoops.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for him. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The Aug killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the Aug's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the Aug in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Kassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Sarif's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who Sarif had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
We are human beings. Each and every one of us. This must not go on. This injustice must end.
An increase in the number of terrorist attacks highlights the danger posed by augmented citizens.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
Help me!
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become. They've worked from the shadows for years, shaping the future, manipulating lives, controlling information. Innocents have died as they play their game.
We will not sit idly by and allow our rights to be eroded out of fear and ignorance any longer. We will not be herded into ghettos and treated as outcasts. We will stop at nothing.
The world is different now. The old rules no longer apply. So much pain. So many lies. Their darkness must end.
This should be your fight as well, brother. The promise of a golden age is over.
I won't let it happen again.
The symbolism is really strong in that video.
How did we get here?
Technology is advancing at a phenomenal rate. Artificial eyes to cybernetic limbs.
The promise of a better future. We now have the choice to free ourselves from any kind of limitation.
Strength, power, speed. Now I focus on what really matters.
Have these augmentations really been
There are
tested?
people who say that what is happening is unnatural, that we're playing God. But people were scared of electricity, and where would the world be without
What
that?
happens if this technology falls into the wrong hands?
Diseases or viruses that could wipe out the human race.
Scenes of terror are being witnessed worldwide.
What kind of madness has gripped the mechanically augmented people? 9 million deaths confirmed and counting.
This is an attack on humanity and the universal values that we share.
These people were hacked. They had no control.
What is the appropriate response? And can we actually protect ourselves from this happening again?
I have no idea what happened. I would never...
You tried to kill me.
At what point will governments consider the idea of segregation for all our sakes?
We can be politically correct, or we can be foolish, but it's going to get worse and worse.
The Czech Republic adds its voice to a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
No
Reports of severe shortages of the drug neuropozyne required to inhibit the rejection of augmentations.
And we will fight for our God-given rights to defend our will.
Inside of their anti-augmentation sentiment, thousands lost. It doesn't matter how many idiots you get out there on the street.
We will not relinquish our limbs. Do you understand?
What is happening on this planet is a mass fear-mongering, and the mainstream media pushing this narrative.
The officer suffered severe facial
Incident after incident after
You need to
incident.
be afraid, because they are coming for you.
We will not be made slaves to corporations. We will rise up.
To them, we are the enemy.
Have you seen what your kind are doing?
My kind? You sound just like them.
We come to a tipping point. We can't live like this anymore.
This violence is completely out of control.
The world is being paved for this corporate militants.
What do they have planned for us?
Why are they building concentration camps?
What's going on out there?
Reports of multiple fatalities. There's only one way to deal with these bloodthirsty fanatics.
A lot of people died. Now you want to take away our freedom? You will pay for it in blood.
Multiple detonations looks like car
The
bombs.
Augmented Rights Coalition denies responsibility.
The Segregation Act has been passed into law, effective immediately.
Augmented persons are being asked to move to safe and secure segregated districts.
I don't want them to take me.
We are still your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, your lovers. We lost everything. Our dreams, our innocence. Where are you taking her? Where are you taking her? Our humanity.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem. A bomb scare. We can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station.
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. The Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him, the kind you'd need a lieutenant's blessing to use.
I'll speak to the lieutenant here, see what he knows.
Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world.
Jensen, I've been spotted. The AI core is cutting off my communications. Shadow Child, she may be able to help.
Shadow Child, I'm in.
If you extract the program from the data towers in this server, it should disable the system's hold on him.
Foreign virus detected. Destroying source.
Richard? It was my first undercover mission for TF-29. They had me undercover as an inmate inside an AUG-only supermax known as the Penthouse.
Would you consider this mission high risk?
The job is the job. What else is there to say?
Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic Blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the Blade's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they are just wasting their time. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Let me double check something. I love how the trophy for Pacifist says you can't kill a single soul, and it's like bosses are people too. So they clearly changed it so that you could defeat the bosses non-lethally. Hmm. There's one called Fuck Taser Fist or something. Because it's all asterisks. Hmm. Sure. Okay. You enjoy playing games as they're designed to be played even if there's a learning curve. You want to master the most fluid method of controlling end engines on jump, reload twos. Controls of Deus Ex Human Revolution were perfect. Why mess with a good thing? This is the closest possible recreation of that control scheme that still meets the needs of mankind to provide its gameplay. Your skills have been sharpened by years of playing various FPS games and you want to feel in a familiar territory. Especially crafted for the ultimate ripper. To speed runs while still offering the full possibility. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is almost certainly like Call of Duty because melee's on the right stick, sprints on the left stick, enter covers L1, throw secondary weapon is on R1, iron sight fire. Huh. I think I'll go with standard.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging.
I think this is the exact same one that we just saw, but we'll see in a second.
Not everyone was happy to see it. I just landed a job as...
Yeah, it's the same thing, just quieter.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Jesus.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Calza, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
Absolutely.
No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
I've actually never
Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. But 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo,
Things got gruesome real fast, and no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his gin crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the gin from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
I never quite understood that like plate that they have on their collarbone, just beneath their chin, and you see it all, and it's like on the left side of the screen. You see it a lot when they're doing like large suits. I never quite understood the purpose of it. Got a UC in there. It would be easier to maintain a base cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something like that.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Give me something with distance. Never one was to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close. Tranquilizer rifle, because let's be honest, if they're close enough for me to use the stun gun, I'd rather just smack them anyway. And then, if I remember the first game correctly, the stun gun is... No, I don't think it's it's not quite a loud weapon, but they do hear it if they're nearby. The tranquilizer gun is suppressed.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Let's rock and roll.
Task Force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Altitude 1500 feet? I don't know. Are they all looking at him? Yeah, his hair physics. You can see his hair movement. Although it's just vibrating intensely, like between 3 or 4 different frames. So it's not terribly complex. Safety record.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Signal.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Okay, I can already tell that the sensitivity is just a little bit too slow. So I'm going to tweak it until I find something that works. No. I'm not used to the bumpers being the thing. Updated body armor for mankind divided. Trench coat. Okay. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. What am I doing? Tranquilizer ammo, firing pattern, single shot. Why am I finding amusement of throwing buckets off the ledge? Also, I think it's just mainly shooting midair. Whoops. It already starts with a number of augments, it's cool. The answer is tape food, but I don't want to use that.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
I love how he just basically mess with his superior. It's just really messy because it's first person. Taking money from the dead, what is his name? Cool. Oh. Cool. So it seems like a crafting system, which I think is neat, because you can make a bunch of useful shit with it. Oh god, it's showing the augment in the brain, I think. That's kind of creepy. Or what it's doing attached to the brain. However, frequent application of the pheromones on a single subject may cause permanent psychological problems. Nine gigahertz. Jesus. Well, that's kind of scary. A lot of this information is going over my head, honestly. Cool. I like that all of this is just default, but you get to look at it. It's like, oh, I already have all this shit? Nice. Oh, that's a creepy eye. $25 targets. 40 targets. Jesus Christ. That's how many enemies can be on screen at once. Wait, is this something I already... Yeah, I think it's something I already have. I'm not sure how to equip them though. So I don't know at what point they actually become useful. Oh, it's already... L1. I haven't been paying attention to the thingy. Yeah, this is the first one, I think, where... Yeah, I think it's the first one where you actually have to use a keybind to activate it. Rotation wheel, tap to activate. That is cool. That is, I like the sound of that. I'm a kleptomaniac. Once per millisecond. Suspicious. I'm gonna start from the bottom because it's less complex shit. I was wondering why he was able to jump higher than expected. Glass shield cloaking. Right, the equivalent of liquid armor. Same principle as throwing something into a pool. Well, if you touch the water at low velocity, it just spreads and you can manipulate it easily. If you do something at really high speeds, it doesn't necessarily stiffen, but it doesn't have time to spread apart and be water. It becomes more like glass. It's very firm, solid, and tends to fragment whatever hits it. And then you got conductive elements taking away heat and whatnot. That's helpful. It's in his spine, I think. Loss of consciousness. This would be very helpful. Nice. That was fun to use in the first game. Because it's just everything dies nearby. It's, it's your own personal nuke. Stun configuration. That's helpful. I'll have to select that then. So you have to either, yeah, basically I think that's a safety mechanism designed so that you don't accidentally choose a lethal typhoon when you didn't mean to. I could see the point of it. Like, if you're doing a pacifist run, you're not going to kill anyone anyway, so... what is it? No. Weapon recoil, accuracy, and reflex improvement for reload speed. Is it doing the same video? No, it's not. I don't really notice a difference. That one deviates really badly to the left and right. Yeah, you get to be the Kool-Aid man. It's literally called Punch Through Wall. Oh, neat. This is the inventory capacity. $90 kilograms is no joke. Cool. Implanted rebreather. 120 degrees Celsius. That sounds pretty fucking hot. From 12% to 50% is a big difference. But visually they don't seem that different. Yeah, they do. That's a big difference. Jesus. He is not messing around. Spontaneous tumor formation, that's not good. It's not an immortality, but it's the closest thing available with current technology. You're like vulnerable to the negative effects of stress and stress hormones. That I don't get. I don't know why that's locked. Oopsie. I think that's because I hit R1. If you could use the controls. Oh, okay, just punch it. That is a big syringe. Oh god, it's got ketamine in it? Morphine? Oh god, Keegan. Oh, okay, so, yeah. To avoid serious injury to death and shooter and bystanders use only firearms with good condition with markings exactly matching ammunition. Always checks barrel and remove obstruction, excess lubricant before firing or light recoil, or if sound errors. If firearm fails to fire, point muzzle in safe direction and avoid exposure to breech while carefully unloading. Use shooting glasses and hearing protection. Keep firearm pointed in safe direction at all times. Do not shoot at hard surfaces or water to prevent ricochet. Always keep ammunition dry. Store in cool, dry place. Discharging firearms in poorly ventilated areas. Cleaning firearms or handling ammunition may result in exposure to lead and other substances known to cause birth defects, reproductive harm, and other serious physical injury. Have adequate ventilation at all times. Wash hands thoroughly after exposure. Since reloading practices are beyond our control, we disclose all liability. Either disclose or declare all liability for damage, injury, or death that may result. Wow. Massive energy deposit, accurate, optimum penetration, consistent exposure, application, thin skin, thick skin animals. So it's a sabot shell that allows the syringe to reach its target. Made in the UK. It just prints the same thing. That is so cool. Although the back of it is absolutely blank. It's not even like realistically blank. That just looks really weird. It makes the box look made of metal even though everything else is branded. Oh, the fact that I can inspect this shit is so cool. I can't read that. Even when I get up to the screen, I can't read that. It's kind of shitty. Internal counterparts. Hypostim. Stimjector. It's very colorful, but it's not exactly clear how you apply it. Oh, you can buff your own health with it. That's cool. You can sift through specific items. Oh, man. I can see shit through walls, man. It allows you to basically rule out any visual noise. Absinthe? What the fuck? Has had a bad rap, man. Hallucinations, big deal. Addictions, come on. Indolence? Dude, you can't keep a good fairy down. To paraphrase a well-known idiom. Absinthe makes the heart grow. Ah, never mind. Hand me that spoon. Tyson Sense. Premium absinthe. Product of Switzerland. 60% alcohol. 500 milliliters. That stuff looks nasty. A fair amount of health at the cost of blurry vision. If health is already full, consumption will temporarily raise it above the maximum. It's a health item. You can combine it with shit. That's cool. Supposedly. I don't know if it will actually combine. What are people doing leaving absinthe around? That's good shit right there. Okay, so that's clearly useful for one reason or another. Locker. Credit. Can never use enough credits. There's nothing else in the locker. Oh, it's a... no. Just throwable. Throwable. Fire extinguisher. Throw it. Nothing happens. He has nothing on him. Jesus Christ! Oh, look at that. It's treating him as if he has sleeves in the smart vision, but he doesn't. I think what they did is they just made the sleeve invisible. Zero 451. That might come in handy. The code that the guy gave, though, I think was 0481. So I don't think it's the same thing. No, 4801. So this is different. 0451. Oh. Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. He looks so serious doing it. I wish he had a different face doing it. Engineer. Engineer. It's water. What has playing video games told me? Never follow the objective. Just go everywhere else. Completely avoid the objective until you find all the loot nearby. And oh god, I suck at platforming. First person. Okay, let's try that again. Oh! There's a side room. That explains things. Biocell. Breaker. Now the door is unlocked. I think that's what it wanted me to do. Oh, shit. I better not touch that then. Oh, okay. I see why it wanted me to go. See? I didn't even have to... Yeah. Better search here. Um, 0451. Ah, it worked! 04. Oh, fuck. I might be wrong. No, I'm thinking of something. What is that a reference to? That has to be a reference to something. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I thought it was gonna be like 1337 or something. Look at me being all smart. Oh, it was a code first used to unlock a vault in the game Deus Ex. It showed up in System Shock as well as System Shock 2. It was the key code to get into the Looking Glass offices in Cambridge, although some people think it's a reference to Fahrenheit 451. Interesting. Cool. There are two guys over there. Oh. Cover tutorial. Follow the green holograms to receive tutorial instruction without any consequences. You can reset or exit at any time. Learn about moving to cover swapping, rounded corners, vault and cover. Okay, sure. It's very fluid along it. Oops. Oh, okay. This is a little bit weird. Just gibberish. Reach the holograms. Reach the holograms. Cover swapping, rounding corners, vaulting, and more. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's not throw that just in case it pisses them off. Yep. There's a bunch of cardboard boxes here. Oh. Is there any way to steady my scope? I hope so. Whoops. Just be completely noisy as all hell. Yes. You knew you got this. Ow! Sure. What did I get? Just a regular ammo. 10 by 25 millimeter, 155 grain, high performance rounds. Toxic metal, do not swallow. See, the bottom of the box, it looks like crap. Immature humans. Does Kega make everything? Warning. Oh, it's illegible. Huh. Okay. Oh, and you have a pistol too. That's a big pistol. It looks very ergonomic though. I'd love to shoot that. It's a beer case. Rick's Brewing Company since 1970. They stuck around. Yeah, I can't tell if it like forcibly took that energy from me or I've just been draining it and I haven't been watching. I don't know which, and I'm not going to accuse the game either. Like, god damn it, game, why'd you take all that energy from me? For the sake of the plot device, I suppose. Not strictly plot device, but like, you get my point. Heard you was talking shit. There's an SMG. He has a pistol.
Yeah, but that's
Uh-oh. They seem a little bit on edge. Oh, no. Credits. Yeah, they're not even speaking a language I understand. Yeah, there we go. He was briefly facing the doorway. I want to wait until that guy walks, that 18 meters walks away, and then I'll get the guy closest to me. Okay, just a bunch of gibberish. Get your ass over here, bitch. Blue dot. And his gun's just... What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Well, that would have made me mad. Hey, why'd you take the gun from me? I wanted that. All of this is stuff I can sell later. So 9x19mm rimless bullets. It's the same thing. Hi. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. This is Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Which is a sequel to Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'll be going to bed shortly, so, I don't know, maybe within the next 20 minutes. I would rather do like a dedicated stream for Battlefield rather than like, hey, a bit of this and then a bit of that. Chicago. Oh, I was doing it because I was doing the takedowns. That's what took down the energy. I got this for free because I subscribed to PS Plus, and as long as I have PS Plus, I could play this. And say, like, if you're playing online, you probably have PS Plus, so the principle remains the same. I think it was last month's game though. I'm not completely certain. I think it was this, something else, and Black Ops 3. They came for free with PS Plus. I think this month's is Absolver and something else. We ship people. He's just speaking gibberish. Okay. Taking him down. You would have to double check, unfortunately. Off the top of my head, I do not know. Like I said, it could either be this month's game, and if it is, yes, absolutely. If it's not, then no. You'll probably have to buy it. But I don't believe it's that expensive. I think it's retailing for like $20 in the store. It's full body beer. Whoops. Where's the cookies? How do I put it down? I don't remember. Maybe it doesn't want to be moved. Oh, because I'm trying to combine it by accident. That's why. I'm not actually moving it. Brewed and check the original beers, faux body beer, original imported. That looks so fake. Bottom fermented from noble hops, the king of Bohemian Pilsners. Park bench underpass? Yeah, I know, right? Whoops. How do you... Oh, you just tap it. Oops. Yep. Neato.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Hypo sim ejector. No, I already have it. It literally said 4801, so I could punch it in easily, but I had already found a thingy for it. Pocket secretary. I was working on the fan system when we lost power, stuck in here, but I think that means they can't get at me. They're killing everyone. They started screaming and attacking anything that moved. Where are you? If you can, make it up to the storage area on the roof. It's caged in, you should be safe there. Might even have some medical supplies. The door code is 4801. Be safe, friend. And that's the one I just unlocked. This one. There was another door, and I can go back to it in a second. Oh. You just punch the lock. Revolver ammo. There was another door where a code was visible, like on one of these sheet. Actually, I can do that now. Let me open these first. Just punch the locks. Nice rye. Credit chip. Combat rifle ammo. 10mm pistol. Tranquilizer ammo. Stun gun ammo. Looking good. I love loot. And I don't think there's anything left. Oh. Oh yeah! He just looks so nonplussed after he does it. It's like, fuck this shit. I don't think there's anything else in this room though. Okay. I was expecting the camera to shake. It's not shaking. So. Where was it? Good for you. And this is the thing I was talking about. This code, like if you're not paying attention, you'll completely miss it. You'll just think it's part of the scenery, but you can actually punch that code in. On this door, 0451, and it works. And that's actually a reference to previous Deus Ex games. It's not just random. Bullets! How'd I miss that? Because I was crouching, that's why. Carton of rimmed .357 caliber jacketed hollow point bullets. Oh. It's like Pringles. Oh god, that doesn't look nice to get hit with. Bobson. Sting deployed stability fins. So this reminds me of those shotgun taser darts that haven't hit production yet. They're like theoretical, or they're like experimental. The Zen Zap. These stingers offer short-range, non-lethal stopping power. Self-contained electroshock dart delivers up to 20,000 volts on contact, with a patented tri-prong arrangement. Alrighty. Ensuring neuromuscular disruption. As they are not able to travel very far, incapacitation is instantaneous. Okay, so that's the difference between them, is that the tranquilizer dart takes time to affect, but it can be done from further away. These are instant. Flechette Ordnance, Osprey. Technologically advanced. 556 NATO. Titanium cord, fin stabilized, discarding sabot, 556 by 45 NATO rounds. They sure do love to use sabots in the future. It's Canadian. Nyes Rye Modern Whiskey, distilled and bottled in Canada, alcohol with natural flavor added. Oh god, is that all? Yeah, that's all readable. Rye whiskey something, was the prevalent whiskey of the northeastern something, especially something vanilla and or something, and Maryland. Pittsburgh was the owner of rye whiskey profession in the 1700s and early 1800s. Fucking what? Okay, 40% alcohol by volume. Be approved for use by astronauts in space. Why? Because science, that's why. Just one snorting, you'll think that stars are dancing with you. May or may not contain actual rye. A fair amount of health. Adam Jensen does love his whiskey, I think. I don't know. I don't know what his alcoholic tastes are. What? No. Okay, so that's inaccessible. You have to go around. Traveler. Getting experience points for exploring shit? Yes, please. Whoa. Oh, okay.
ما تدوش أنا متأكد إنه ما فيش حاجة أصلا.
He doesn't know what he got hit with. I don't think you can get back up the elevator shaft, so. Quietly. Coffee cup. Tango pistol. Tango submachine gun. Why would you jump down? Fuck. Look at his hair. I can't stop looking at his hair. That guy's gonna walk into the other room. Oh boy.
شكلنا كده جينا بدري ومش شايف اي حاجة.
Yes! Get over here! Get down. That guy's keeping to himself, I suppose. Yeah, he's completely walking away. He won't be in oh, I'm out of energy. He won't be an immediate threat. Machine pistol. Tango, machine pistol. Tango, machine pistol. I don't know why that just randomly fell off, but it randomly fell off, so I know exactly what the game is telling me to do. This one here.
There's too much right. Last thing we need is the truck breaking down.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to...
That was fast. They installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن. المخازن اللي على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much right.
I think headshots are instantaneous. No. It takes time for them to get knocked down.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Oh, because I was trying to run the 2 augments simultaneously. No, that's just gonna drain his battery. Let's not do that.
Let's check this floor again.
ما يهمنيش. كل اللي عاوزوه اننا نخرج من هنا.
أنا خلاص مش قادر أتنفس هنا.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Oh. Jesus Christ. That is a lot of people. I will try to. Sort of.
Never have help.
Okay, there we go. I think I've spotted them all. I could just walk in the center of them like, hey bitches, and just typhoon them all. That would be pretty funny. But I'm also not trying to alert them to my position, so. I'll go in there in a second.
Nothing to report. Over.
Oh, they are speaking English, okay. Hey, buddy. He's augmented. I think it used to be a bug in the old game that, not old game, but Human Revolution. That if you weren't careful with the bodies while you were dragging them around, you could accidentally kill them because of how fragile they were. Their threshold for damage was not very high.
You got anything? Make no mistakes.
It's another beer. Is there something in here? No, there's nothing in there. There's something in the trash can. No, there's nothing in the trash can. Whoops, almost didn't take his gun. Original Pilsner, Kosovo's finest beer, 4.4% alcohol. I mean, I suppose I could. I hadn't exactly planned on it. I'm more or less just doing it for shits and giggles rather than like a huge following. And that's all the giveaways really are, is to encourage a huge following. Marmor means marble. It says a mountain in southeastern Europe. Oh, and I think there's a village with the same name around that area. What that has to do with beer, no one knows. Marmor. It just rolls off the tongue. Okay. Pocket secretary. Should not be here, but occur at this fest. Yeah. That and funds are ever so slightly tight, so I would rather spend the money on friends. Getting them gay. Like, if you're consistent enough, you're not just a subscriber to me. At that point, you're more of a friend. And at that point, I could see myself gifting you games. Not for the sake of a giveaway. It's more personal that way. The faster this deal of things is over, the better. This place is no longer meant for the living. Touch anything and you invite the grave into your life. Huh. Ow. Something like that, yes. Oh, I'm choking. Can't dilly-dally. That too. Rock skip lightweight panels, apparently fire resistant. Uh-oh. That was close. You clearly have sex on the mind, my friend.
نخلص من الحوار ده بدري بدري كده. يا ريت يتحركوا بسرعة شوية. لو الريحة هاجت علينا هنموت.
Yes. Your face is mine. Get over here. Good boy. No, I don't have a problem with it. I just find it funny. Hey, buddy. Bam. Oh, where'd your weapon go? Yes, I'll most likely be live streaming tomorrow. His gun fell down.
Listen up, everyone. James hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Yeah, the takedowns just obliterate your energy more or less. But I've got everyone marked so I know where they're all at.
The signal booster is online.
Good. I could barely hear them down there. Okay, keep your eyes open. I'm going to go see if I can find anything.
That one might have been a little bit too hasty. I should have been more careful with that. I should make a save. And it's quick too. I like that. Oh god. Dead civilians. That's never good. I'll go back into that room because of the transmitter. I'm just seeing where these vents lead. your ass over here.
كل اللي انا عايزه ان اخرج من
It's a good thing the door is closed. Gotta pull him out of the way to the door. Oh shit, he can spot me through that. That's not good. Hefkraken? I don't know if I can do the dual execution on them with just the bare minimum.
Miller, I disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Singh's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
Yeah, I can see the sandstorm over in the distance. Reminds me of, fuck, what's it called? Oh, I'll think of that in a second. To myself. Talking out loud. More interesting that way. Yeah. Menswear fact? Oh, the game's name is on the tip of my tongue. Spec Ops The Line. That's what it reminds me of. So they're building augmented cities for the augmented to keep them away from everyone else. That sounds like a great idea. There's no way that could go wrong. Oh, you can't actually enter the porta potty.
زي المكان ده ممكن يكون حر للدرجات الموضوع طول قوي مفيش حاجه هنا في الامر
Oh, god damn it. Uh-oh.
اكيد ما بعدناش قوي اكيد في حاجه مش واخدين بالنا منها
Come on. No, what are you doing?
انا مش هستسلم ابدا
Why are you walking away? Get down. Good boy. Are they all? Yeah, they're all suspicious. They've resumed normal patrol. Ow! Ow! Damn. Whoop. Damn.
اهدى كده اخيرا الصفقه دي تجيب لنا كل الفلوس اللي محتاجينها عشان نشتري معدات ومكان احسن
That's not what I meant. I meant we should be in the atrium with you, not up here.
طيب لو بالشكل ده يبقى تمام متهيألي لازم ننزل نتخانق بس احنا كده هنفوت منظر يبهر وما ينفعش يتفوت
Ow.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
It is auto saving, so. He has no arm. Right? The brownest of the brown ales, Beekman's is brewed in the good old US of A. Enjoy them both while you still can. We've had a good run. Beekman's, have a bit of the brown. Since 1834. Not done. Fiber, protein, may contain traces of nuts, peanut, fermentation chemicals, insignificant amount of magnesium. Pantothenic acid, biotin. Keep away from children, no alcohol. Say something for youngsters under 18 years old. In case of contact with eyes, please consult a doctor or rinse. I can't read that, with water. It looks like adamantly, but I don't think that's it. And I think that's a code you can scan. Isn't that neat? This super city, so no, this is a resort. This isn't a city, but it reminds me of Brink. Ditega beer. More pills. Newspaper. Oh, already read that one. No. Pocket secretary. The access code for the atrium doors was reset to 0682. I would like to remind you all once again that until the electricians have completed their work, there could be no more than one line running from any outlet. From the land of the rising sun. An unhealthy obsession with anthropomorphic animals. Ditega. Big flavor with no hairy aftertaste. Unfortunately, the nutritional facts are much tinier on that beer. It's very alcoholic, 10% alcoholic for its volume, which is 650 milliliters. Let's get drunk as hell. The Japanese know how to have a good time. Currently that radio is breakable, but I don't see the point of breaking it. I don't even know how to just idly punch things. Empty floors, but the glass sounds fragile. The wind is blowing in from the wall. Okay.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set.
Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Orcs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the? The part was been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Greedy. Make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in!
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Man down! Who's hit? Jensen!
Oh. Oh, I didn't see the continue.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Open fire! Jensen, step it up. That chopper's about to take off. We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Moving to position!
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Could use some support!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Man down! Man down! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Where's my reinforcements?
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Man down! Man down! Who's hit? gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Where's my reinforcements?
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
This is gonna be tricky. I'm trying to think of how to approach it, because time isn't on my side.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Oh, the guy on the left saw me. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing this, because it's like, I don't know if I've already been detected.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Okay, I think I understand who I need to eliminate first.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Copy me! Could use some support!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Let's go. Oh. Okay, so I can't shoot in their line of sight.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Moving to position!
Jensen, this sandstorm...
I want to get on that higher level.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Somehow that seems not intentional.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Shit. How do you steady your scope?
Jensen, step it up! That chopper's about to take off! Man down! Man down!
God damn! God damn it. Is there some place along the left I can go?
Jensen, I
hope so. This is starting to annoy me.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Yeah, of course I pissed that guy off.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Copy that! Make this quick! Go that way!
of time. Who's the guy right next to me? Oh, they're coming to back me up. Okay.
Jensen, step it up. That chopper's about to take off. Enemy positions are cleared. Strike Force, tombstone that fucking chopper, please. Enemy positions are cleared. Strike Force, tombstone that fucking chopper, please. Jensen, we're out of time here. It's now or never. You've got to stop.
Just pull the battery out.
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen!
Good
You're
kill.
welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you.
No, stop!
Had planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness is gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Panchaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation industries closely to the worst.
You didn't think it would end with the Aug incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation. Multiple detonations. Looks like hormones.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has had
A new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction. 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so?
Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Jaina's won't be an issue. I've made arrangements.
Bob Page.
I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Page, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hold off.
No, I'm afraid they are not. What? The papers are no good. You just took my white thing. Yo, come here. Me? Yes, you. How?
I'm so sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, poor. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last-minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. We've got a team in Oman. They're a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augover, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? The hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. Doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
Just watch yourself, Glenn.
hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Uh-oh.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. Shit.
They're malfunctioning.
Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so Gotta get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
All right, I will. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so I did keep all of the items that I picked up in Dubai. That means I want to snatch a battle rifle from them. I'm gonna save here in case that's not possible. I'll pick this up another time. I'm gonna have to stop for now. Hmm.